Okay, I'm going to share some short clips of me opting out of biometric theft and facial recognition at the airport security and gate. Observe closely.
Hi, I'm opting out of the photo. Hi, I'm letting you know I'm opting out of biometric. Hi, I'm opting out of that.
So I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break down the steps that I recommend for you to take when opting out of biometric theft and facial recognition. And this is for right now because things are always switching up. First and foremost, wear your mask. Just to name four right now, the flu, RSV, norovirus, and COVID. They're all peaking all over the world. You are in a crowded hub of people who are going back and forth all over the globe, who are not only carrying germs and viruses with them, but more importantly, they're spreading them to others. Many of whom have immune systems that are already in overtime without needing to fight the additional ones that others are spreading. As a secondary reason, your mask can help deter some of the facial recognition and biometric theft that happens in spaces like the airport. There are cameras everywhere, even before you enter into the airport. Next time you're inside of an airport, just look up. There are cameras everywhere. So that is the foundational basic move. Wear a mask. Step 2, the cameras at checkpoints are not special cameras that only capture you. They're like any other camera that has a lens with a wider field of view. When you're in a crowded space and you look through your camera, do you only see one person? No, you see everyone's face. Look at all these people waiting in line at the airport. The camera not only can see who's right in front of it, it can see all the people standing in line. So keep that in mind. The field of view of the camera doesn't begin when you're just in front of the checkpoint. It is already surveilling you. So wear that mask. Number 3, as you're approaching, never land right in front of the camera. Always approach to the side of it or away from it. If you have to pass in front of the camera, cover your face. Use your passport, your ticket, your hand, whatever you need, even with your mask on. Yeah, I don't care what other people think. Your face being stolen without your consent is more important than what other people think. Don't give them anything before you've told them that you are opting out. Don't give them your ID. Sometimes in addition to wearing a mask, I wear a cap because it makes them tell me that I have to remove them. And that gives you more time to tell them you are opting out because it makes them pause before they try to take a picture. Number 4, this goes back to how I opened this video. Notice in those clips that I showed you of myself opting out, I was already saying I opt out of the photo as I was approaching the checkpoint. Not after I got there, but as I was approaching. Number 5, don't ask if you can opt out. You don't need to ask for their permission. Tell them what you are doing. You are opting out, or you're declining, or you're exercising your right, however you want to say it. Tell them, don't ask them. Number 6, only give them your ID after you've told them you're opting out. Now, over the years in the past, they used to give me a lot of trouble or sometimes didn't even know what to do. But now, not only do they know who I am, oh, it's YK, the opt-out person, but they also know what the policy actually is. That doesn't mean they won't lie, but it means they have no excuse. If they give you trouble, just continuing to state the fact that you have a right to opt out. And don't forget to look through the specific guidelines on what your rights are to opt out as different citizens in different countries. Or even print out the pocket guide that I made here that has TSA's and CBP's own policies on opting out, as well as some language on how you can opt out. As always, if you are of any identity that white, cis, het, colonial, ableist, capitalist culture doesn't want to exist, consider the risks that are put on you. And if you are of any identity where fewer risks are being put on you, then it's a great opportunity to be a co-conspirator. So once again, the different steps. Wear your mask. Already be ready before you get to the checkpoint. Try to avoid being in front of the camera as you approach. Tell them, don't ask them that you are opting out as you approach. And don't give them anything until you have told them that, especially your ID. If and when they can, they're going to try to steal your face. If and when you can, opt out, opt out, opt out.